So a very good morning to all of you. It's my pleasure to be here to share with you some insights on the Mass. Just a little while ago, I met one of your parishioners, and she told me that she still has got a note that she kept when I gave a talk in the same parish way back in 2008. Can you remember that? I couldn't remember because I go around giving talks. So they said, well, you did come to our parish, to give a talk. But you can be sure that since then I revised my notes. I think during that time I may not be using the PowerPoint, maybe using the overhead projection. So, well, I updated myself to present in a PowerPoint. Now, the Eucharist, incidentally, is one of my favorite topics. And I love to talk about the Eucharist because, for me, the Eucharist is central in my own priestly life. As far as possible, I try to celebrate the Eucharist every day. Of course, sometimes when traveling abroad, I may not be able to do it, but I try, right? As far as possible to celebrate the Eucharist every day. Because it is a source of strength, right, for me. And I've seen the impact that the Eucharist has made in the lives of our Catholics, provided they really understand what the Mass is all about. It really saddens me that many of our Catholics do not really understand the Eucharist. And so consequently, when you don't understand the Eucharist, you will not be able to appreciate it. When you're not able to appreciate it, you do not value it. It's my personal conviction that if a Catholic can really understand what the Mass is all about, I don't think he'll ever think of leaving the Catholic Church, no matter how deeply hurt he or she may be. Because the Eucharist is something that is found only in the Catholic Church and in the Orthodox. The other churches, they call it the Eucharist, but it is different. For us, the Eucharist is the real presence. Now, I'm very convinced of this because early in my priestly ministry, when I was just a priest about 2-3 years, at that time I was very involved in youth ministry. And in the parish that I was serving, there was this teenager whose father was a lapsed Catholic, the mother a non-Catholic. So it was left to the grandmother, a very devout Catholic, to bring this teenager to church every Sunday. And when Sunday comes, there is always this tussle between the grandmother and the granddaughter, because this teenager prefers to join her friends in one of those Pentecostal churches, where the service is definitely more interesting, the songs are definitely more lively, and the usual complaint, the Mass so boring, meaningless. But the grandmother had to force this daughter, the granddaughter, to come to church every Sunday. The transformation came when she was being forced to attend the confirmation camp. And during that camp, in one of the sessions, I explained to young people the meaning of the Mass. And somehow that session changed this teenager. After the camp, when she went back, the mother saw that she was very cheerful. When she went for the camp, she was very grouchy, grumpy, resisting. But when she came back, the mother could see the change in her. She was so happy. So the mother teased her. So happy now, camp over already, right? No, mother, not because the camp's over, I'm happy. I'm very happy today because I'm very proud to be a Catholic. The mother could not believe her ears. You're proud to be a Catholic? I thought you prefer to join your Pentecostal friends. No. That was because I did not understand what the Mass was all about. During the camp, we had a session on the Mass. And I'm not able to understand and appreciate the Mass. really is such a beautiful thing. And indeed, it is a great privilege to be able to go for Mass in our church. So the mother was very touched by the change in the daughter. That aroused her interest also. Later she came to see me to ask me a lot of questions about the catechism, and I had the privilege of baptizing her. You see, just from an understanding of what the Mass is, led to this girl becoming convinced of the faith. And today, she's a practicing lawyer, understands, so very firm in the faith. The mother is also a Catholic. So from such experience, I realized that the Mass can make a tremendous difference in the life of our Catholics. So I'm happy that so many of you are here this morning. Right? Although you may know something about the Mass, but I think this is a topic that's very deep. Right? I'm still doing a lot of research and study on this, one of my favorite topics. So I have quite a lot of books on this. I'm still studying in depth. And I do hope that today's session will help you to deepen your understanding. Many of the things that we share with you, perhaps, is already known to you. But there are certain things, perhaps, you may be enlightened. Now, I'd like to begin with this basic question first. What does the Mass mean to you? Or, why do you come to church on Sunday? When I was a seminary, there was one year I was given the assignment to do a survey of the faith of the people in a particular parish. So I was posted to a parish in my diocese, and I went around during the 1 month when I was attached to the parish to interview the parishioners with a list of questions, trying through their response, trying to gauge the level of the faith. And one of the questions that I asked them was, why are you a Catholic? I'm sure you all know the answer. If I remember correctly, 70% give me because I was baptized when I was in university. So I come, right? I'm Catholic by accident of birth, not by conviction. Okay, then I changed the question. Alright, since you were baptized when you were a baby, now you are an adult. Why are you still a Catholic? So I'm posing this question to you all are adults. Why are you still a Catholic? Think about it, very often we take these questions for granted, we don't reflect. So today I'm challenging you to ask yourself this question. Why am I still a Catholic? I'm free to leave the church, the church is not going to stop you. But why do you still remain as a Catholic? For whatever the reason. Then another question I asked them was, why do you come to church on Sunday? And I'm sure all of you know the answers. Why? Day of obligation. Obligation. Most of our Catholics ask them, that is the usual answer, because it's a day of obligation. Not a day of obligation, they won't come. Except for the good. Thank God today we've got quite a lot of good Catholics who come. Whether obligation or no obligation, they will come to church. That's what the weekly Mass. And it is encouraging that I think more and more Catholics are coming for the weekday Masses when it's not a day of obligation. Again, I pose to you this question. Why do you come to church on Sunday or for the Sunday Mass? I hope we go beyond just fulfilling an obligation. Alright? I hope, at least after this session, today's session, I hope you come for Mass, not just because it's a day of obligation. For others, if I don't come to church on Sunday, God may punish me, so better to please God. It's an angry God. Right? For the Taoists, they will offer, right, tea or apples or oranges. We Catholics offer our angry God by our attendance at the Mass. Do you come here to please an angry God? For the better Catholics, for proud of being Catholic, say, I come to church because I'm proud to be a Catholic. Mass attendance is an expression of my Catholic identity. I'm proud of my identity. That's why I come to church. Well, which is quite a good reason. Sunday routine. If I don't come for Mass on Sunday, something missing. What is the thing missing they cannot explain? Out of sheer habit, alright?